Have you ever thought about what it'd be like to paint, not with pixels, but with pure geometry? Well, today we're going to dive into a really unique grid-based art tool that's completely changing how artists think about everything from vector art to animation. This is Marmoset Hexels 3.
You know, this quote just nails it. It really gets to the heart of what makes Hexels so interesting. It's got this perfect balance, right? Simple enough for a beginner to just jump in, but powerful enough for a pro to discover a totally new creative edge.
So what is this thing really? At its core, Marmoset Hexels is a painting program, but, and this is the key, it just throws the traditional blank canvas right out the window. Instead, you get a structured world made of shapes, and that opens up all these new ways to create vector illustrations, pixel art, and even some pretty complex animation.
Okay, this is where the magic really starts, the geometric grid. Instead of that blank canvas, you get a grid of what are called tessellating shapes. Think of a honeycomb made of hexagons, or a mosaic of triangles that all fit together perfectly with no gaps. You're not just placing colors, you're literally filling in these fundamental shapes, and that one change completely transforms the creative process from the ground up.
Now, what's so cool about this is the philosophy behind the tool. It's not just some gimmick, it's a whole new way of thinking about digital art. And you can really break it down into 4 core concepts that kind of guide the whole experience.
First up is this idea they call hexellate. This is the main thing. Instead of messing with points and curves like you do in normal vector software, you build these really clean, intricate designs just by painting on the grid. It feels super intuitive, almost like you're sculpting with shapes. Next, there's pixelate. And for any pixel artists out there, listen up, because this is a total game changer. The grid-based workflow is just such a natural fit for making detailed sprites and scenes. You get all that precision of pixel art, but it's combined with these powerful tools for color, gradients, and even for exporting sprite sheets for games.
Then you've got Construct. This one's for all the world builders. Hexels gives you these specialized grids and guides that are designed specifically for creating isometric art. You can build walls, sculpt entire landscapes, and bend perspective to create these amazing architectural designs with, honestly, incredible ease.
And finally, we have Detail, which is all about mixing it up. Hexels actually lets you combine vector and pixel layers right on the same canvas. So what does that mean? Well, you could block out a whole city with sharp vector shapes and then dive in to add soft painterly details or pixel-perfect little touches. It's seriously the best of both worlds.
Okay, let's actually go to the canvas and see how this all comes together in a practical workflow. It might sound a little complex, but getting started is surprisingly simple. Everything in Hexels really comes from this one simple question. When your canvas isn't just a blank page, but a structured grid of shapes, it just fundamentally changes how you think about making art. It becomes less about drawing lines and way more about filling in forms.
And the basic creative flow is super straightforward. You just pick your grid, hexagons, triangles, whatever you're feeling, then you grab the brush tool and you just start painting. You can add these really crisp outlines to define your shapes and then organize everything with a layer system that's going to feel really familiar. It's such an easy way to get into a very, very deep program.
But don't let that simple workflow fool you. Under the surface, Hexels is absolutely packed with incredibly powerful features that are made for professional artists and designers, people who really want to push the boundaries of what's possible.
So let's look at some of the powerhouse features under the hood. For instance, there's the Trixel Grid, which breaks down your main shapes into even smaller ones, letting you create these unbelievably intricate patterns all inside a single hexagon. You've also got a full animation timeline, so you can bring your static images to life frame by frame. The layer system is as robust as anything you'd find in pro software. You can combine sharp vector art and soft pixel art, use masks for complex compositions, and then you can even add post-processing effects like glow or halftone right inside the app. It's a truly complete creative suite.
So, if you're feeling ready to try painting with geometry, here's what you need to know to get started with Marmoset Hexels 3.
All right, here's the quick breakdown. It's available for both Windows and Mac, and you can get it right through Steam. Now, what's really cool about that is you can basically use Steam's 2-hour refund policy as a free trial. You buy it, you try it, and if it's not for you, no problem. You get a refund within that window. And hey, if you're patient, you can get it for a fantastic price. You're going to want to keep an eye out during the big Steam sales, because records show the software has been discounted by as much as 60%. That makes this incredibly powerful tool, well, incredibly accessible. And that really brings us to the final question, the one that Hexels itself kind of poses to every single artist who opens it up. With a canvas made of pure geometry and a toolset that's designed to build entire worlds, what will you create? What impossible wonders will you build?